And you have an education. Please make me the host if you can. Thank you. Hello, Pari ma'am. We'll be starting in 15 minutes. We'll start at 3 p.m. sharp. All right, ma'am? Hello, Pari ma'am. We will start at 3 p.m. sharp. Let's just wait for the others to also join. Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to everyone. Let us begin the postgraduate program in French language. All right. So, bienvenue. What does that mean, please? Anyone? What does bienvenue mean in French? Please communicate with me only through the chat box. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to unmute anybody because we are a lot of people and it could cause a kind of commotion. So I'm sorry about that once again. You can communicate with me through the chat box. Please communicate with me through the chat box. All right. Anyone, what does bienvenue mean, please? Anyone, what does bienvenue mean, please? Bienvenue en français, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, s'il vous plaît? Anyone? Bienvenue? Yeah. Anusha ma'am got it right. Welcome. Yes, that's true. Bienvenue means welcome in French. And bonjour. What does bonjour mean, anyone? Bonjour en français, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, s'il vous plaît? Excellent. Excellent. Azam sir got it right. Hello. Means hello. It can mean two other things also. Good morning or good afternoon as well. It generally means three things, bonjour. Hello, good morning, and good afternoon. Let's move on. All right, let me just introduce the French language now. French is spoken as a native language in more than 24 countries on 5 continents. French is an official language in 29 countries across multiple continents, most of which are members of the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, OIF, the community of 84 countries which share the official use or teaching of French. French is also one of 6 official languages used in the United Nations. It is used in the European Union also, of course. If you learn French well, you might land a job in the United Nations or even the European Union, if you're lucky enough. French is the second most commonly taught second language in the world after English, making it a real possibility that speaking French will come in handy practically anywhere you travel. Yes. So French is spoken in many countries across the world, and it will really benefit you if you learn French because you can join a French MNC or you can become a translator for a French organization, and you'll be greatly aided if you learn French in your careers. Learning French can be a really big asset to your credentials, essentially. Let's move on. French in the world. French is the second most frequently used language on the internet. French is ranked the second most influential language in the world. Now we'll move on to the alphabets in French. There are 26 of these, just as in English, or just as in Italian or the Roman alphabet. This is called the Roman alphabet also. That's why I mentioned Italian. So how we pronounce it, 26 different alphabets is of course different though. The French pronunciations of the alphabets is different from the English pronunciations of the alphabets. I'll just pronounce the alphabet in French now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Let us move on. Now we'll understand how to count in French. First of all, how to count in French from 1 to 20. The digits, as you can see, they're the same as in English. Just the words for the numbers, you can say basically the words for the numbers. Yes, those are different in French compared to English. So we'll start with 1. 1 is un en français, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 et 20. So these are the numbers from 1 to 20 in French. Good news, the French observe mostly the same pattern like the English, at least from 0 to 20. But then it becomes quite technical and requires your math skills. But do not worry, with a bit of memorization, you will get used to that quickly. For example, how do we say 80 in French? For example, there's a question. How do we say 80 in French? It is 80 en français, which basically means 420s. 4 times 20 is 80. So you need to know a little bit of maths for that. But you'll get the hang of it very soon. If you join us as a student, you will get the hang of it very soon indeed. Let's move on. Then the exercise, how do you write your name? Comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît? And then another way to ask that is, comment on écrit votre nom, s'il vous plaît? Can someone tell me the difference between these two? Comment on écrit ton nom, s'il te plaît, and comment on écrit votre nom, s'il vous plaît? Anyone? What is the difference between these two? Please type in the chat box if you know. Anyone, please type in the chat box. What's the difference between these two questions, please? Yes, respect. Okay, Anushma, respect. But which one gives more respect compared to? I mean, which one gives more respect? Sorry, yeah. Okay, ma'am. So you're saying the second one, right? Second one gives more respect. Yes, second one gives more. Yes, Adam sir is right. Adam sir is right. The second one gives more respect. Anusha ma'am is right. Yes, the second one gives more respect compared to the first one. The first one is essentially an informal way of asking, how do we write your name, please? And the second one is essentially asking, how do we write your name, please? But formally, very formally. And then we can return the question by saying et toi and you informal, or et vous and you formal. And this can also refer to many people. Et vous can also be used, or has to be. Et vous has to be used for a lot of people also. For more than one person, we can use et vous. Or we have to use et vous. Let's move on. Now we'll move on to basic greetings in French. First of all, we have bonjour, which means hello. Bonjour can mean good morning also, can mean good afternoon also. Au revoir. Au revoir means goodbye. Bonne nuit, that means good night. Bonsoir, that means good evening. Comment ça va, that means how are you? That's a question essentially. Asking how are you? It's a casual way to ask how are you. You wouldn't want to ask comment ça va to your boss the first time you're meeting, let's say, or the second time you're meeting, let's say. You would ask him or her, comment allez-vous? That would be the correct question that you could ask your boss if you want to ask how they are, how he is, how she is. If you want to ask how are you, essentially to your boss, you should ask comment allez-vous. That would be the formal way to ask how are you. All right, then basic greetings in French. Bien et vous, good, and you. This can be a reply. Bien et vous, this can be a reply, good and you. And then s'il vous plaît, please. This is a formal way of saying please. Merci, thank you. Je vous en prie, you are welcome. À bientôt, see you later, see you soon. Enchanté, it's nice to see you. Or enchanted by seeing you. Or pleased to meet you. That's what enchanté means basically. A male would say enchanté without the last T. Female should say enchanté with the final E. That depends on who's saying it. The gender of enchanté depends on who is saying enchanté. Not to who you're saying it, but who is saying enchanté, essentially. So, like I just said, I'll just repeat myself, please. If a male is saying this, we would omit the last T. If a female is saying this, we would add the last T. Let's move on. Bonjour, basic introductions. La famille Thibault. Bonjour, je m'appelle Henriette. Je suis philippine. Je viens de Davao. J'habite à Lanang. J'ai 20 ans. Can someone tell me what this means, please? Why don't we go sentence by sentence? We'll go sentence by sentence, all right? So let's do this again. What does bonjour mean, anyone? Bonjour? Anybody? Bonjour, please. Bonjour. Yeah, Azam sir got it right. Yes, Azam Khan sir got it right. Bonjour means hello. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Yes, Anushma also got it right. How about je m'appelle Henriette? What does that mean? Je m'appelle Henriette. Someone tell me, please. Je m'appelle Henriette. My name is, yes. My name is Henriette. Excellent. Yes. Good. And then je suis Philippine. What does that mean, please? I'm Filipino. Yeah, I'm from the Philippines, or I'm a Filipino, or I'm Filipino. Yes, that's what it means. Then je viens de Davao. Je viens de Davao. Anyone? Anushma, Azam sir. Azam sir, Anushma. Je viens de Davao, what does that mean? I live in, yes. I come from or I live in Davao, yes. No, I'm sorry, not live in, not a live in. In fact, I come from Davao. Excuse me. In fact, this should be I come from Davao. Je viens de Davao means I come from, that means I'm originally from Davao, essentially. J'habite Lana, what does that mean, anyone? What is j'habite Lana, please, anyone? I live, yeah. I live, what? Anusha, what is, I live, I live, what was the full sentence, please? Anusha? Tell the full sentence, please. J'habite Lana, what's the full sentence in English? That would be I live in Lana. This one would be I live in. J'habite Lana, I live in Lana, yes. And then the last one, j'ai 20 ans, anyone? J'ai 20 ans. What does that mean, please? The lady saying she's something. J'ai 20 ans. Anyone? I'm 20 years old. Yes, good. That's right. Yes. Very good. Well done. Let's move on. Okay, so now I'll talk about getting started with Henry Harvin. About us, first of all. We started in 2013 and are based in San Francisco, California. That's in the United States of America, as you must be knowing, of course. Henry Harvin is a competency development organization offering focused learning solutions that cater to diverse audience from industry and academics. Henry Harvin has its presence in India, Sri Lanka, San Francisco, of course, and Beijing. We have delivered instructor-led training to a client base of 300,000 plus learners. That means almost a third of a million learners have benefited from us. Almost a third of a million students have benefited from us. We have delivered self-paced training to a client base of 200,000. This means essentially shorter courses than the average courses, than the average size courses. Students who have taken shorter courses than the average size courses have benefited from us greatly also. 200,000 of them, which is a very large number again. That's a big feat. These two, in fact, are big feats. Then providing 80 plus courses. We provide more than 80 courses to for our students. This can include SAP HR courses, French courses, of course, Spanish courses, German courses, English courses. Then what else do we have? .NET courses if you want to learn how to make an operating system or how to program an operating system on computers. You can take the .NET course with us also. I'll of course talk mainly about the French course here, PG French course here. Providing 80 plus courses, that's what we do. Then we are vendor with 150 plus corporates. That means we have helped train 150 plus organizations, their employees. We have helped train more than 150 employers, essentially. We're a partner to 80 plus colleges pan India, across India. We're a partner to 80 plus colleges across the whole of India. This includes major colleges, very big ones like IIT Delhi, like BITS Pilani, etc. Let's move on. Now the program features. Our French language course will give you live training sessions. You'll have live training sessions online on your computer. You can take them from anywhere you want. You just need a nice laptop. You just need a nice internet connection. You can take them from anywhere at all, basically. And that's really very convenient. I think that's a very convenient thing that you can take them from anywhere. You will not be confined to only one classroom or two classrooms where you can only go if you want to study with us. You can take your classes anywhere, basically anywhere on the globe, anywhere, even on Mars. Why not? Even on Mars, if there's the internet there, if you have your laptop there, you can even take them from there, frankly. Okay, so that's our specialty, you can say. Then we have boot camp sessions, weekly boot camp sessions. That's essentially sessions that prepare you for exams like TCF Canada, TEF Canada. So you can sit our boot camp sessions also. You will get those for free. Boot camp sessions once you join us as a student. You will get them on a weekly basis for free, and you can benefit greatly from them by learning from them and giving a good exam, writing a successful exam, writing successfully an exam, essentially passing an exam like the TCF Canada or the TEF Canada, etc. You will get the membership of Henry Harvin Language Academy. That means you will have access to the LMS for a lifetime, even after you complete your course. And I don't want to want to say this, but you have left us after you complete your course. You will still have access to the LMS. You will have access to the LMS for a lifetime, which is a really big plus point, I would say, because you can refer to our notes whenever you want. You can revise your notes whenever you want, anywhere you want, on your phone even. Everything is online on your phone, even in the metro, sitting in the metro, sitting in a bus, or sitting in your car. You can do lots of things through our course, essentially. If you join our course as a student, if you join a PG French language course as a student, you can benefit greatly. You can benefit greatly by learning French very well, and by many perks, you can say, perks that we are offering, like boot camp sessions, like lifetime membership of the LMS, etc. The levels in the French language course are six: beginners level A1, beginners level A2, intermediate level B1, intermediate level B2, advanced level C1, and then the native or proficiency level C2. The perks of the membership, yes, those that are given below, like I just said, are complementary modules like soft skill development modules and resume writing, PPT making, presentation making, etc. Now I'll talk about the program details. First of all, you have to pay the training fees, of course. That's there everywhere in any language school. Even with a private tutor, that will be there first, generally. Then you have assignments and projects. We'll give you assignments and projects. We'll give you certification. We'll give you lifetime membership of our LMS, and excuse me. That's essentially a lifetime membership of our LMS, which I just told you about. That means you can access our LMS whenever you want, till you're alive, basically. Sorry about that. Yeah, for lifetime, basically. Yes, for lifetime, basically. And you'll benefit greatly from having this lifetime membership of the LMS, because you can revise your notes whenever you want. You can revise your notes 10 years after you took a course with us, and you can refresh your points in the French language for an interview or for your job, etc. Then the e-learning LMS portal access is there also. That's one moment. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. All right. So then there's the e-learning LMS portal access also. You can have access to the LMS portal, to the learning management system. Yes, for a lifetime again. That's what this means. It's essentially an online portal that's very convenient to use, and that's very useful also. You have a monthly boot camp. You have weekly boot camps. You have monthly boot camps as well. Depends on your course. Depends on what you opt. You talk with the HR about whether you want a weekly boot camp or a monthly boot camp. Then you have unlimited access to multiple trainers. That means you can choose your trainer essentially. You can choose your trainer yourself, and that's very convenient for you. That should be very convenient for you. So that's it basically about these main points of our PG course. Then you can get updates on our best performers and related news. That means, excuse me. That means you can get updates on various social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, really big social media platforms that almost everyone uses nowadays, actually. Like Facebook, like LinkedIn, like Twitter, like YouTube. And you can check about our best performers and other news about us, essentially, because that will enlighten you about our organization, about what Henry Haven exactly is, and what we keep doing, what happens frequently in Henry Haven, the latest news about us. So it really benefit you if you uh, go to these links, and if you just access these links. One more, please. Sorry. You can just go to facebook.com and then type Henry Haven Education, or to LinkedIn also, or to Twitter also, and you'll find our social media profile there, essentially. All right, let's move on. Then, do you want to register with us for the PG French language course as a student? If you do, then there are many upcoming batches. The latest. I'm sorry, the latest batch that will start essentially is the next batch that will start, or the next batch that will start is just on the 1st of March 2023. That's just a few days away from now. A new batch starts every week, so if you just miss joining a batch, let's say one day, then you can join the next week itself. You can wait just for 1 week, and you can join the next week itself, a new batch, and you won't waste time at all. You won't feel impatient at all about starting with us as a student for the PG French language course. If you want to talk with us, which is probably the best way, I'm just saying this from a personal opinion, from my own opinion, personal opinion. If you want to talk, you can call or WhatsApp us on this number. I'll just type this number in the chat box. Okay, one more, please. Just type the number in the chat box for your convenience. I think that's one of the best ways to reach us, by WhatsApp or by calling us. There's the number. You can note it down. You can copy paste it to your laptop or note it down. And you can also, of course, email us hello@henryharvin.com. And how to enroll? You can enroll by going to this website here, and you can enroll with us for the PG French language course. Go here also, yes. Okay, and so on. I think that's it. Sorry, sorry about that. Okay, so you can enroll with us by going to this website here. This URL. I'll just go here on my own. I'll just show you what comes after this. After you click on this, here you just have the details of the payment, which happens in every school. They ask for the payment. You can check with the HR department about the exact payment that you will need to give for the course, for the PG French language course, or in fact any other course in French or in any other field that we are offering. You can just check with the HR and they'll guide you thoroughly about everything. So this is what comes when I go to this link for enrolling for the course. Yes, I'd like to repeat. In fact, it's not just the PG French language course that you can enroll with us for. You can enroll with us for any French course. There are a wide variety of French courses that we offer, and even not just in French, but other languages, other subjects like Spanish or even .NET and so on and so forth. So I think that's it for the PPT, for the presentation. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? Please ask them now. I'd like to address your question now, please. Anyone question? Anusha has some question. Eligibility. As far as I know, there's no eligibility criteria with us. You can check with the HR about the latest rules. I'm not sure about the latest rule, but as far as I know, you don't need to be eligible, or you don't need any background education even as such to join our PG French language course. Yes. Fee details, ma'am, you need to check that with the HR. They'll tell you exactly. Pratik, ma'am, you need to check that with the HR, please. I'm sorry, forgive me. Any offline course? Pratik, ma'am, offline, it's very convenient that it's online, ma'am. It's generally online only. You can check with the HR. Maybe they can fix up an offline course with you for you. Okay, Alija, ma'am. Yes, good question. Alija, ma'am is already learning French in Henry Harvin. She wants an idea about the exam. Okay, ma'am, the exam, there are some fundamental aspects to it, essentially. They are basically that you can give the exam 3 times if you feel confident. If you feel confident, you can give the exam 3 times. You don't have to give the exam. If you don't feel confident even after the course that you can clear the exam, then you can skip the exam. You will still get your certificate, but there won't be any exam score on it, of course. If you feel you are confident to give the exam, then you can give 1 exam. If you feel you're confident enough to give 3 exams, you can give 3 exams, and your highest score among those 3 exams will be taken and put on your certificate. Let's say you get 60% in your first exam, and then you get 66% in your second exam, and in your third exam you get 56%. Well, your second exam score will be taken because that's the highest, 66%, and that will be put on your certificate. If you feel confident, I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but if you feel confident, you can most certainly take the exam, but you don't have to either. You don't have to. It's not that you have to. If you completed the course with us, you will still get a certificate without giving any exam. Okay. Oh, Jyotirmay ma'am, I think you can avail of our classes even from abroad, easily even from abroad. Please speak with the HR about the exact details about the payment, etc. But I'm sure you can even take your classes abroad with us. Yes, Jyoti ma'am. Hello, Pratik ma'am. Yes, please continue. I'm sorry, Pratik sir. You want an offline class, Pratik sir? Okay. So you can talk with the HR. Maybe they can fix up, and maybe I'm just saying maybe they can fix up an offline class with you. Specifically want that. But as far as my understanding is, we generally take online classes, which is very convenient, which is meant to be very convenient for the student because they can take them from anywhere essentially. They don't have to be present only in one classroom. They can take them from home also, and there are no discipline issues. There are no discipline issues at all with that because the trainer is there to ensure discipline anyway. Uh, but as far as I know, we're not taking offline classes at the moment, but you can always check with the HR about the exact details. Oh yes, Adam, absolutely. You can take the classes anytime you want. Any day in the 7 days of a week, you can take the classes anytime you want. We are open on weekends also for taking classes. Anushma, you need to check with the HR about that, please. How to join the team. Azam sir, yeah, welcome. Any other questions, anyone? All right. Welcome, Anushma. Any other questions, anyone? Yeah, it's equivalent to a diploma, basically. Let's say, Mohammed sir, it's equivalent to a diploma, yes, or something else, yes. It's you can say it's in fact equivalent to a DELF diploma. Let's say you clear the PG French language course, then your diploma is equivalent to, I believe, essentially a DELF B2, a DELF B2 diploma, yes. That depends, Kumar, that depends completely on how many classes you're taking, for how long you're taking the classes every time, etc. Most welcome, Mohammed sir. Whatsoever is more advanced than a BA in French. It's a PG course, so the terms that are used, the terms that are taught, the French terms that are taught, those are more advanced than in a BA. They're PG level terms, and the vocabulary is more advanced, and and basically the grammar also is more advanced. You will have the conditional present easily. You have the conditional passive also easily to learn. Many advanced tenses, subjunctive, present, subjunctive, passive also. So it's more advanced essentially than a BA in French, PG French language course. Kumar, you need to check that with the HR, please. I'm not exactly sure about that. Yeah, absolutely. If you avail for a PG French language course, then that will greatly help you in finding a job in a school, a French teacher's job in a school. Yes, absolutely. This will improve your CV like anything. Our course will improve your credentials, your credentials as a potential employee greatly. Any other questions, anyone? Please ask them now. Okay, I think that's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending this webinar. And au revoir.